Good morning and thank you for staying with us right here on Sunrise at Sea. Today is actually 9th of August 2022. It's a beautiful Tuesday. I hope you're having a fantastic time. Welcome to our views. My name is Agi Oase and joining me today are the ladies Sarah Apollo, Priva Elibas and Shivan Alma. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
You're good?
Yes.
Okay. So let's talk about soft skills vis-a-vis technical skills, whether you are hiring human resource, whether you're starting up a company, it could be anything. To start with, soft skills refer to personal attributes that enable someone to interact effectively and harmonious with other people. Now, soft skills are also known as common skills or core skills and are skills applicable to all professions. You might wonder, what are those soft skills that would be required in a professional setting? Now, one of them is writing. Don't undermine that. The other one is teamwork. There's digital literacy, leadership, professional attitude. There is work ethic. There is career management and also intercultural fluency. Those are the soft skills that you might need when you're hiring a human resource. And looking at technical skills, these are the specialized knowledge and expertise required to perform specific tasks and use specific tools and programs in real-world situations. Now, diverse technical skills are required in just about every field or industry of work. Like I mentioned earlier, you could be starting up a company and you're looking at hiring human resource. You as an individual, what might matter to you most? Could it be soft skills, could be technical skills, depending on who you are as a person and how you want to make sure that your work is actually effective or your employees are effective at their job. So my first question to the ladies today. We are here, we are working, we've been working somewhere else before, but what would you say are your soft skills as an individual?
Soft skills. Those are core skills, right?
Professional attributes.
Professional attributes like having a team player mindset. What else? Team player mindset, punctuality. Yes.
I like that one.
Yes, punctuality, very important because people don't keep time.
Yeah.
Then another one, I think the last one for me would be communication. Being able to
communicate effectively.
Yes.
Okay. Priva Elibas.
Well, I would say some of the soft skills that I possess as a person, maybe creativity. Yeah, I like to create. I always say people love to create. Like, I love to think with my mind and, bring something different. So I think one of the soft skills that I possess is creativity and maybe teamwork. You cannot work in a team if you don't have teamwork. So, yeah, I would say basically those two. Teamwork and creativity.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mine would be one. I'm very attentive. Like, I pay attention to detail. I'm a very attentive person. I would definitely also side with what Priva said. Being very creative as well. Being a team player. Being able to have interpersonal communication with people and make sure that when you send out communication, you're not just talking, but you're actually communicating effectively. Yeah.
Okay, well, for me, I would say my first is time management. Very important, and I love time managers. I don't like to be stood up. Is that even the right thing to say? Yes. And the other one, it's working under pressure. It's a soft skill, by the way. That is why whenever you're going for a job interview, the first thing they usually ask you sometimes is, are you able to work under pressure? Because that is one of the most important soft skills that a company is always looking at hiring. If you're put in a situation where you have to juggle about 5 things, let's say 2 people are absent, will you be able to do that, or you just chicken out? So they're always looking at that. But let's look at, if you were starting up a company as an individual, how would you identify each individual's soft skills? If let's say you have 3 things that you're looking at, I want time managers, I want people able to work under pressure, I want team players. How would you ascertain that these people actually have these qualities or have these soft skills?
I think the best way to ascertain that is you can't do that in an interview, because in an interview people are going to come and say everything that you want to say. Nobody's going to lie to you and say that, no, I can't work under pressure. Nobody's going to say that. Of course they can say, yeah, I can work 5 jobs at the same time. But I think the best way to ascertain that is recommendations.
Yes.
You must, and I think the best way to actually even get the right people to work for you is by headhunting. you have to go and look for them. They don't have to come to you. You understand? Like you go and find these people. So you go and poach. For me, I think it's the best way to get the right people to work for you. Poach. You see, Sarah has been working for X company and this is what she has done. These are her achievements. This is what she has. Take her.
Take them. But when you talk about poaching, usually when you are poaching people from a certain company, you have to have the money because you have to be able to pay them more than they were being paid at that company. That is the only way, especially if their company was treating them well, you know, that's the only way you'll be able to poach them. So in the event you don't have the money, how do you do that?
Because if you see, there's more that people are looking for than just money. Especially if you're looking for career-driven people. Because career-driven people are looking for growth. They're not asking for what the company is going to give them. They're looking for what can I become? Or what can this place do for me, can make for me besides just the money. Because there are people who are earning millions of money and going to workplaces they absolutely dread and hate. But there are people who are going to work to places where they're earning, you know, just enough. But they love it there because it's giving them the opportunity, the space to create, the space to, you know, to grow, to break all boundaries and the opportunity to grow. So you give them that. It's like, come grow with me. You find somebody who is in the business of growing brands. You're not going to find somebody who is comfortable working in an already established brand because like the groundwork has already been done. So they're going to feel almost useless. Although they're earning millions, they're going to feel useless. But then you say, this is my baby, this is the product, grow it. And just see how that person runs with your brand. And I think that is also a very important thing. A lot of employers are very stringent and they like to hold on because this is my company, we do what I have to say, instead of allowing the experts that you employ, because that is their job, to do their job.
But I think for me, the easiest way an employer can actually figure out if one of their employees has soft skills is basically through probation. Just like Sarah said, it's hard for you to actually take what someone has put into their resume as something that is, you know, right 100%. So I think that's why even companies have a probationary period of, say, maybe 6 months maximum. So within those 6 months, I feel like as an employer, you're able to actually tell this person actually possesses this type of soft skill. She's going to be very paramount to our company. She's going to contribute a lot to our company just through the probation period. So for me, I think for an employer, that's the easiest way that you would be able to tell actually the person that you're hiring on possesses these soft skills, because I mean they're intangible. Like you cannot just, you know, quantify them in a way unless someone actually expresses them. So I think probation. Probation.
True, I would definitely side with what Priva said in regard to probation, but also as they are going probation, I think it's very important that you put in place situations where, for example, you're able to test. You said you're able to work well under pressure. If I added more responsibilities onto you, would you deliver or would you complain? So that was also when you talk about time management. Say, for example, arrival time is 7 a.m. Continuously check if something happened. Do they communicate and say, okay, I'm running late and this and this? Then that will show you that, one, they're time managers, but they effectively communicate and they work under pressure and all these things. So even during the probation period, it's very important that you put situations in place that can actually test their capabilities.
Okay, now just besides what the ladies have said, these are some of the ways as an employer, as an HR, that you can actually ascertain that, you know, the people that you've hired during that probation period, that they do have these soft skills that you're looking out for. One of them is situation management or judgment. These are meant to measure the candidate's situational judgment and how they would make decisions within specific context. Situational judgment tests are particularly effective when testing for managerial and leadership requirements. The other one is cognitive ability tests, and these are designed to measure mental skills like attention to detail, problem solving, critical thinking, numerical reasoning, and reading comprehension. Many of the same skills ranked as top soft skills across industries, and these situational judgment tests measure skills like leadership, time management, as well as communication. And the other one is personality test. Very important. Now, a personality test measures an individual's behavioral characteristics. As the name suggests, personality tests are meant to explore the candidate's personality traits and ensure that they fit within the team that they would be working with and the clients they could potentially serve. So let's say As a company, your probationary period is 3 months or maybe 6 months. When it gets to about 6 months and they have failed all these unit tests that you have given them, then there you can be sure to say, you know what, either we are continuing with you or we are not. But now looking at soft skills, one might argue that soft skills are not enough to sustain a company when you have goals. Let's say the company you're dealing with they'd have a lot to do with IT, computers, coding, and all that. What comes to mind is you have to hire someone who has studied IT, someone who has studied computer science, because they have the technical skills that you need, you know, to make sure that the work is actually done. So do you think that soft skills enough if you are maybe hiring based on time management, based on working under pressure, basing on the fact that maybe they can deliver, you know, in time? Do you think the soft skills will be enough to make sure that you actually attain your goals at the end of the day as an employer?
Absolutely not. Yeah, you want to go first?
No, you go.
So absolutely not, because I feel like soft skills and technical skills are intertwined in a way. Yes, like they go hand in hand. Yes, I'll give an example. You want to hire someone who knows how to communicate to people in a restaurant. You know, you want someone who knows how to smile at clients and, you know, make them feel at home, make them love the place. But when they're going to deliver a plate of food, the meat has fallen, the rice is here. Like, you understand, like at the end of the day, you're not doing what you're supposed to do as a waiter or a waitress. So I don't see how that helps a company. But if you know how to serve, I feel like actually technical skills should come before soft skills at the end of the day. You realize that you have to get the work done. The other issues are just, you know, miscellaneous. You can work on your soft skills, you can improve with that, but if you either have a technical skills, you either know how to get the work done or you don't.
There's no in between.
So for me, I feel like they're intertwined, they go hand in hand, but still I would put technical skills above soft skills. Yes, above soft skills. You have to get the work done, you have to get the work done.
Okay.
In relation to what Priva has said, yes, technical skills are very important, but how many people have we come across in the work industry that have all these technical things? Or they know how to edit, they know how to, they know how to get the job done, they know how to serve, but they're terrible time managers. They don't have simple etiquette such as sorry, thank you, good night, all those things. They're not clean, you know.
But you can learn those things, Shivan.
Yes, but you see, guess what? Do you know that depending on the kind of way you were brought up, there are some things that may seem obvious to me that may not seem obvious to someone. And some of these things cannot be learned. There are men up to now who do not know that you do not pick your nose. Imagine you're a waiter, you do not have a soft skill of saying, it's actually etiquette as you're serving people. You cannot be, doing all these funny things and you're picking your nose. But there are people like that. Why? Because either they've been brought up badly, but it's a bit too late to learn. I think learning also, when it comes to learning, especially when it comes to soft skills, I think there's a time limit, because as the saying goes, there is so much you can do. You can't bend a wooden stick or a tree that has already grown. If you want it to bend towards a certain direction, you have to keep bending it while it's still young, so that it moves into the direction you want it to move into. So I would say technical skills are very important, but also soft skills are important, because you want someone who knows what they're doing, but who is also able to be a team player, who has morals, who has etiquette, who has sympathy and empathy.
Well, for me, I'd like to say that that they can't go without each other. They really cannot. And every organization needs them. You need people who are great at the technical skills, and you have people who are great at the soft skills. Some people's job descriptions requires your soft skills. Look at client relation managers. Look at receptionists. Look at customer service. Look at waitresses, hospitality. This is all soft skills. You have to be able to know how to talk to people. You know how to have to behave. You have to be open to growth. You have to be a team player. Some people's job description, some people's job descriptions fall in one or the other, but for some people it's a connection of the two. And I think that when employers are employing people, they should get everybody to be able to work at that position that they have hired them from. Because now if you're looking for somebody who has both soft skills and technical skills to take up one role, then you're going to put someone in a place where they're going to have to start working under pressure. And for me, I do not like to work under pressure. I think having to be put in a place where you're working under pressure is a toxic work environment.
Very toxic.
Because number one, you're doing everybody else's other job. On top of that, you're not getting paid what you deserve, and hence leading to exploitation, we'll get to that another day. So working under pressure is not for me. So, and anybody asks me, an employer, possible employer asks, can you work under pressure? I'm like, please expound on this pressure.
Yeah,
Salary
pressure.
Expound on this pressure.
Okay, depending on what the ladies have said, well, me, I'll give my thinking or my opinion later. But one career counselor said that in career behavior matters 80%, and there he's referring to soft skills, as technical skills only matter by 20%. He goes on to say that technical skills are essential for a job, but in all areas, interaction with the team, clients, bosses are required. Now, with soft skills, practice you cannot practice them as much as you can practice technical skills, and I think I agree with that.
Really?
But yes, before we get there, in 2019, there was a global talent trends report that said that 92% of talent acquisition professionals indicated that soft skills are as important to hire for as hard skills. And he said that 89% of people right now look at hiring employees based on soft skills by 89%. Now, I think that technical skills are very important, but I'll just give you an example. So many of us are doing jobs that we did not study for, or having careers that we did not, go to school for. You find you went to school, you studied human resource management, but here you are, you're a TV presenter. You did not study that. You learned on the job. It's easy to learn, yes, unless it involves mathematics, unless it involves physics. Yes, I mean, there's those. Yes, but then you know that a lot of people lately actually do train their employees. They just they train their employees. It doesn't matter. They'll tell you the most important thing, do you have a bachelor's degree, do you have a diploma, do you have a certificate, depending on what criteria they're using, and then you train on the job.
But
so many people are doing that lately. But yes, but no, what I'm saying is you can learn that, but there are some soft skills you cannot learn.
But well, a part of soft skills is adaptability. You have to be able to be flexible. You have to be able to move with the times. So for instance, if you say you studied HR and now you're a TV presenter, your soft skill is being adaptable to it. You can adapt to it. And the thing, again, I've always said this, is that every job, every skill is interconnected. Even in a media house, there's a position for HR. It's very important to be it's very important to have an HR in a workplace. So that is one thing. We are all interconnected in one way or the other. I did IT. I'm here. But guess what? I use this. It's IT to get my job done. So you use your skills, your technical skills that you learned, and you use them and you upgrade them and adapt them to help you finish the task at hand. Yeah. So for me, I think they are together. Soft skills, adaptability. You can't be, you cannot adapt to this you cannot thrive in this ever-changing environment if you're not going to be adaptable. There are some people who are very stubborn and say that, this is my skill, blah, 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 stuff. And those people have been left behind. So every day, everything is evolving. How we get our work done, how we get there was a time when news anchors were reading from a piece of paper. You get now we have teleprompters, we have tabs. Some people even read off memory.
Okay, just one thing. Yes. Now I do understand where you're coming from and what you're saying, but I'll tell you that some jobs actually need that you have the soft skills. One of the soft skills I'll tell you here, especially for business and marketing: persuasion, confidence, resilience. Yes. Persuasion. You have to be someone who is naturally persuasive. You know that, right?
No,
that's not something you can learn.
It's something you can learn. You can't
choose to learn
the tips, because the beauty about soft skills is the same as technical skills. These are things that you can learn. And I'll just add on to what Sarah said before. Before your soft skills actually make you seem relevant to anyone, your technical skills have to get you in. Before, okay, I'm not going to say technical skills are everything, but at least that degree, that certificate, that diploma is going to get you one foot inside your prospective workplace. But they will not do it all. That's when the soft skills come in.
But
So I
you know,
refuse to say
but-
that they're
but you-
independent. They can go hand in hand, but your soft skills will not matter to anyone unless
Really?
you have a
But you
technical
know what?
skill.
Really?
You know
Unless
what?
you have a
The
paper,
moment you're not a team player,
unless
they
you
will
went
they
to
will
school
eliminate
and
you. If
studied
you're not a team
something.
player,
No,
they
can't
will.
be.
You
No,
guys-
you know,
team
no,
player.
no.
You cannot be you cannot be an island. You cannot work alone. In this company, there's people who are, technicians, there's people who are TV presenters, there's people who are, doing each different kind of work. You have to be able to work with everyone. So if you're not a team player, if you're not someone who works well with people, how will you be able to survive in a company?
No, but that's what I'm saying. Your technical skills have to first get you in. Do you have the competence? Do you have the capability to get the job done? Then your soft skills will come later on. It will come
I
as
think
a.
to bring
It
in
will,
a very
No,
funny
But you know
example,
what?
but let's get to
I
it.
also kind of do agree when you did share the statistics that 89% of employers do consider soft skills above anything else. And I think it's very important because people are a lot more drawn to people who are going to say the things that they want to hear. If you walk into a place and you have the confidence and you talk like you know what you're talking about, people are going to be a lot more drawn to you fast. I mean, look at all the con men. We all get duped because they talk really well. Like that Nigerian guy who sold an imaginary airport.
Yeah.
I mean, for billions.
It will be able
of
you'll
dollars.
be yeah.
So people are a lot more drawn to people that exude confidence, people who can convince you, the people who can sell you sand at the beach.
yeah.
I think I see where that comes in, and then they get into the semantics and technicality of it. Okay, now can you actually do the job? Yeah.
Unless
Are
we're
you
saying
able
soft
to learn
skills,
it?
Unless we're saying soft
Oh,
skills.
are you able to learn
Unless
it?
we're saying
Yeah.
soft skills only encompass emotional intelligence.
Now briefly, let's
in a
okay.
workplace. And
Let me
if it's
just,
only
let me bring
then
it
yes,
to
the
individual
statistics are
level
right.
as we wind up. Individual level. If you were hiring, what would you prefer? Soft skills, or what would matter to you most? Soft skills before technical skills, or technical skills before soft skills?
For me, it would be soft skills before technical skills, because I know technical skills are skills that you learn in school or what, but soft skills are literally almost your personality traits. Are you a team player? Are you a good communicator? Do you pay attention to detail? Do you keep time? Do you have respect? Are you working under pressure? No, that one I'll not put it in my list. All these things. So for me, I would start with soft skills, then technical skills, because I do not want to work with a grumpy person. I don't want to work with someone that is not a team player. I don't want to work with someone who is always putting other people down. So I would first go for soft skills, then ask now, are you able to get the job done? Because you see, it's easier for someone who is easy to talk to even when you're training them through the probation, it's easier for them to adapt. But someone who has, first of all, a very high ego, like what we talked about yesterday, they'll not be willing to listen.
Okay.
Well, for me, the technical skills will get you in. Yes, if you're an employer, the technical skills will get you in, and then the soft skills, we can work on the soft skills during the probation period. If you don't cut it, then you're out the door.
For me, both. You must have both. You need to have the technical and soft skills. Because it's very important, because you can get the job done, but can you take direction? For me, that's very important. Can you take direction? Can you listen? Can you take instructions done?
Yeah.
And can you do the job as it is supposed to be done? So for me, it would be definitely both. But very importantly, can you learn?
Okay. Well, for me, it will definitely be soft skills before technical skills. But now, this, in one way or another, I'll just tell you what a few people had to say on social media. And they said hard skills are useless without soft skills. In most jobs, technical skills alone are not enough to be truly effective. So either you have both, or you have soft skills before technical skills. The other one is soft skills are harder to learn. Just like I mentioned earlier, and even rather Siobhan re-echoed it. Soft skills are harder to learn than technical skills. And the other one is the modern workplace is interpersonal. Skills such as listening, collaborating with others, presenting ideas, and communicating with the team members are highly valued in the modern workplace. Strong soft skills ensure a productive, collaborative, and healthy work environment, and are all vital attributes for organizations in an increasingly rather competitive world. Well, that is all we had for you in this segment of Our Views. This is Sunrise at Sea. Don't blink.
Well, I hope you had a wonderful time with us right here on the show, and I hope that you did enjoy the lovely conversations that we had here. Very insightful. Today we talked about Kenya going to the polls today and voting for their next president, the next governors, senates, and members of parliament. Well, voting did start at 6 a.m. today and will go on until 5 p.m. today. And we look forward for a peaceful voting process, and we hope that there won't be any eventualities or any election violence that will affect Kenya or Uganda. And then also right here on our views, we talked about technical skills and soft skills. Both are very important, so I urge you to please learn, grow. Okay, take today off to challenge yourself, challenge your beliefs, and challenge your limitations. Grow, grow, grow. Be adaptable, be versatile, and be flexible. And if anybody's asking you if you can work under pressure, ask them to expound. All right? Expound on that, sir. Well, until tomorrow, same time, same place, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. This is Sunrise at Sea from me and the ladies. We love you. We adore you. Follow SOPs. Don't forget to pray. Dr. Rogers did say, please stock food in the event that the elections in Kenya go south, but we hope for the best. Until tomorrow, be blessed and keep watching CTV.